Thank you for clicking on today's video. We are at a new racetrack for us. We're at Smoky Mountain Speedway, getting ready to test with the Warrior guys. Carson Ferguson's parked back there. I'm not sure how many cars they're going to have tonight, but walking up to the track, let's take a look at it. Thanks for clicking on the video. If you like it, make sure to like and subscribe. Here we are. Looks like they're getting a run in. Yeah, that's true. 3 and 4 look like they don't have a wall. You just go up into the hay fields, the cow fields. Track looks nice.
What do you think, Mo? Yeah, it looks good. It looks shiny.
It does look shiny.
Yeah, but is that dampness? Because when we watched
I don't think it's dampness. It doesn't look damp.
When we watched it on TV, it's like, oh, the place is like super slick, but then it didn't race that way. Oh, you watched
the video that he's talking about. It was pretty fast. Okay, unloaded. Fletcher and Dad are looking at the racetrack. There was just a big wreck. Somebody's throttle got stuck and wrecked in 1 and 2. We're getting the car ready to go. Got a GoPro on the left rear. So hopefully you'll be able to see that soon here. And then unfortunately my normal camera broke, so I'm just going with the iPhone. So hopefully you can see this and hear this. But the camera broke that I normally use. I've dropped it in the gravel. I'll show you here. That camera is done for the night, so we'll be rolling with the phone. Hopefully it works out. Okay, it's been kind of hard to record, but hopefully there's a lot of GoPro footage. Fletcher's about to go out again. We just made a tire pressure change on the right front. We're going down a little bit. The track is super slick. This place is very glassy, which is interesting. So anyway, yeah, going down on the right front. We've also made some changes to the left front toe, made some J-bar changes, and some stuff with the 4 links on the right rear as well. So anyway, little update, about to go back out. Little update from inside the car while Fletcher is getting the lift loaded and the car tied in. Overall, I think a pretty good learning night. This place is interesting. It's extremely slick. I think there's been Mike from Warrior. He was saying there's really only been like one instance that he's seen that where it hasn't been really black, glassy, slick. The place was smooth. All the track facilities were good. All the track workers were extremely helpful and nice. The owner was really great. So no complaints there at all. There's a Southern Thunder race here in about a week's time, week and a half from now, and we're planning on coming to that. So we had a good night. It was nice to get a feel for a track before we're going to actually be racing, because most of the places that we've been going, we show up and we've never been there. All that we know is, you know, YouTube videos or whatever with maybe some in-car and maybe not even that. So it'll be nice to come back somewhere and have a little bit of consistency there and come to somewhere that we've been and we've seen. Fletcher's driven. We know a little bit what to expect, you know, because all those little things come into play, you know. Where do you enter the track? Where do you exit the track? Where is pit in? All that type of stuff does make a difference when you show up on race night and you get 3 hot laps and 2 qualifying laps and then you're racing. So those little things can go a long way. So hopefully in about a week and a half, like I said, when we come back with the Southern Thunder, hopefully that goes well. But yeah, overall a pretty good night. Fletcher ran a higher line towards the beginning of the night that I've ever seen, and I think that's really what we have been fighting a little bit, at least from the cockpit, is, you know, trying not to fade the car in too much or enter too shallow. It's a real slippery slope with these cars, and they're unlike anything we've ever done before. So there's a big learning curve there with where to enter the corner and how to get the car sideways but not overdo it at the same time. So yeah, a lot of learning to do there, but I think we made some progress in that department tonight, which is good. And then we were making changes on the car all night long. We were working with Mike Knuckles from Warrior and just some of the other Warrior guys as well, which was great. There were some really fast cars here to look at and try to learn from. So yeah, I think overall it was a pretty good night. We didn't run a ton of laps, but you know, we got a good number of sessions. So I tried to get the GoPro camera on the left rear, so hopefully you get to see some of that. And then I also tried to just run out of the front of the car so we get as much footage that way as possible. So yeah, all in all, pretty good. We're loading up now, gonna head home, and then we'll see about Friday. Today's Wednesday. There is a race at Carolina in Gastonia on Friday that we were planning on going to. We all have to kind of do a team get together on that and decide if we are going to go. But yeah, first things first, we got to get home and then get the car turned around so that we're ready to go Friday if we decide that's what we want to do. Anyway, a little bit of an update. I think Fletcher's almost done tying the car in, so I'm going to get off here.